welcome to today's Hatha yoga class. A little bit centered around the breath, so just inhaling in through the lungs and the chest expands, exhaling, and we're lightly pulling navel to spine, so just something to keep in mind there. We're going to start with a nice grounding. This flow can be done at any time of day. Coming to a comfortable seated position, closing the eyes, and just starting to become aware of your breath, becoming present in this moment, centering with the breath. Starting to relax the shoulders, the hips, the feet. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Bringing hands to heart center, bowing the head lightly to the heart and setting an intention here if you wish. Opening the eyes, we shall start our practice standing today. So coming to your mountain pose at the front of your mat, palms facing forwards, ankles, hips, shoulders nicely stacked, feet about hip distance apart. On the inhale, we rise the arms up to sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips to forward fold. Inhale, rising up, hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold, holding here for 2 breaths. Letting the upper body hang, bending the knees if you need to. Inhaling, hands come to sky. Exhale, hands beside you. Taking a big step back with your right foot, coming into a high lunge. Resting that back foot down, bringing the arms up, coming into your warrior 2. Stacking the knee and the ankle. If you find you've got a little bit of extra space to open up those hips, feeling free to shuffle the feet until they meet a nice stretch across the hips. Arms come up and out, holding here for 2 breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, nice tall spine. Inhaling, arms come all the way up, pivoting that left foot round, right foot comes to the front of the mat. Exhaling, 90-degree bend in that right knee. Arms come out to the sides, holding here for 2 breaths. Inhaling, arms come all the way up, and then exhaling, folding all the way forwards down to the mat, releasing the upper body and resting here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Inhaling, arms come all the way up to sky. Exhaling, stepping to the front of your mat, mountain pose. Inhaling, arms come up to sky. Exhale, folding all the way forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, lowering the hands down, stepping the left followed by the right, coming into your plank. Holding here for 2 breaths. And exhaling back to your down dog, holding here for 2 breaths. Maybe pedaling out the knees if that's comfortable. Inhaling, coming to tabletop position. Knees nicely stacked with hips and wrists nicely stacked with shoulders. Inhaling, lowering the belly down for your cow pose. Exhale, curling the spine up for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Coming to a nice neutral spine, sending the hips back to heels. Extended child's pose. Resting the forehead lightly on the mat or a prop. And taking 2 resting breaths here. Walking the hands all the way back, coming to sit on your heels. And from here we're going to bring the legs all the way around, rolling down onto our back. And having feet hip distance apart just so you can touch your heels. And on the inhale, arms and hips come up for bridge pose. Exhaling, rolling everything down. Inhale, hips come up, arms come up overhead, making sure the neck and knees are nice and soft. Exhale, rolling everything down. Bringing the knees in for a nice squeeze. And then flexing the feet all the way up to the ceiling. Hands can come lightly underneath hips. Closing the eyes and settling into legs up the wall for 4 breaths. And then exhaling, bringing knees into chest. Extending the arms out, knees come to a 90-degree angle. And then on the exhale, lowering them both down to the left side. Maybe taking the gaze over to the right, holding here for 2 breaths. Inhaling, knees back to center. And exhale, both knees over to the right, taking the gaze over to the left if it's comfortable, holding for 2 breaths. Inhaling, knees into chest, taking a breath here. And then slowly making your way to a comfortable seated position, extending the legs out long in front. And then inhaling, arms come up to sky. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, hands to sky. Keeping shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. Holding here for 2 breaths. Inhale, arms come up to sky, and then releasing the hands down, rolling all the way down to your mat, and taking our final pose of shavasana, letting the feet come at least hip distance apart, arms coming out to the sides, palms facing up. Closing the eyes, releasing any control of breath. And just taking a moment of stillness here. Settling the mind with the breath. And allowing for complete rest. Softly bringing some movement back into fingers, back into toes, taking a nice inhale and maybe bringing knees into chest. And when you're ready, coming to a seated position. Taking a nice inhale and exhale. Bringing hands lightly to heart center, bowing the head to the heart. Namaste, thank you for coming.